it's Guido coming at you with the tactics, talking more Operation Chuck. So some of you may know I spent a few credits in gold recently, upgrading Chuck to as good or as many skills as possible, as good a commander as he could be, as many skills as possible, which was sadly not even close to enough to make him have every skill or even nearly every skill for the Manticore. This is actually the first battle that I had after I did that, and I was rendering the video and I decided let's take Chuck out for his first stroll. So no kidding, the first game after Operation Chuck, 150,000 gold, 80 million credits to upgrade Chuck to as good as he could be, which was sadly not nearly as good as I wanted him to be. So here we go, Monty the Manticore, and we are in Mountain Pass, which is not really known as an amazing scout map. Of course, any map can be made a scout map if you do it right. So we'll come across here, really good camo on this thing, even the STB couldn't see me. We sneak around here and Chuck gets a little SA. Now I think Chuck is probably throttled back a little bit. He wants to give the other team a little bit of a chance, because otherwise I think every red tank should have lit up as soon as Chuck entered the arena here. But he's going to throttle back so the other players can have a good time. Chuck is a gentleman after all, so we're cruising around our Manticore. We get a Leopard 1 there. And then a Progetto, and I'm thinking, well, maybe we can shoot him. It doesn't work. It looks like he can't even see me, so he must have been far enough back from the bush that he didn't even see me there. Even with this thing's camo at that range, Progetto should easily see it peek around. We'll come back this way. We're just sort of trying to control the middle here. Chuck knows what's going on. I'm controlling the tank, unfortunately. You know, if Chuck was controlling the tank, then it would just drive on its own. There should be like the C button, I guess, for Chuck. You press that. I was surprised. Chuck was not surprised. And I missed that shot, so I apologize to Chuck right there. That was not my fault. Or it was not his fault, sorry. It was definitely my fault. But that was reflexive, wasn't it? Not my fault. You can't say that. When Chuck Norris is your commander, you have to accept that you are a lesser human being, all right? A lesser human being. Even from digital Chuck. Uh-oh. I don't know why. I just wanted to show Chuck that I could take it like a man. But Chuck said, you know what, brother? It's okay, because I knew that was going to happen. Chuck knew, look at the grin. The big old grin on that 1,666. Chuck knew that was going to happen. I didn't. I was just acting on instinct. But Chuck knew that the 4,005, in fact, probably Chuck was driving the 4,005 at that point. Controlling 2 tanks at once is nothing for him. He can fly 2 airplanes, control 10 tanks, doesn't matter. That is Chuck. So we'll come around here. I knocked that tree down, which is what I was doing when I got so rudely interrupted by the STB right there. Just trying to take a peek. We've got a CVS on this thing. We've got optics. We have a low noise exhaust system. We have full camo on the crew. That's a lie, actually. I forgot. I said I was going to change that out, but I didn't. So the camo on the commander on Chuck is 87%. That's just to give the other team a little bit of a chance, really, at the end of the day. Come back over here. We have a pretty good push going on in the north. I'm a little bit worried about the middle and the middle road, and then the bridge becomes a big old problem as the 60 TP manages to get absolutely schwammered by 2 giant TDs over there. So I think you know what's going to happen at this point, because it doesn't matter what Chuck's driving. And maybe he's definitely more dangerous in a Manticore, the mightiest, greatest light tank of them all. So Chuck says, Guido, why don't you head on over to this bridge, and we're gonna shut these guys down, like only Chuck can do. All right, here he comes. He knows all, sees all. The FV has no idea that he's about to get ninja'd by the one, the only Chuck Norris in the Manticore. Uh-oh, he's not looking. Yep, there you go. 407, my friends. Chuck Norris always high rolls. Always high rolls, except for that 334. Don't ignore that. That was my roll, all right? So any high roll is the doing of Chuck. Any low roll is because of some kind of failing of mine. They're getting shot. They're really worried about the guys down there. We'll just, hello. And we put another 382. So that's a low roll. That'll be on me. That's my fault. Very definitely. Already shooting. Long reload on this gun. Long reload on this gun. Looks like the southwest is becoming a problem all of a sudden. Things are not going great, but it is 4-4. I'm really just hoping not to get nuked by Artie right here. I don't want to walk around that corner and have both those TDs thump me. Here comes the 4005. Looks like the Southwest has lost. So we definitely have a problem there. We have a push going up to cap. When I first saw this, in all honesty, I thought we had a big old problem going on right there. I really did. Artie's going in there. The 4005 shows up, and all of a sudden we have the light tank pushing in, along with a Kron, an STB, and a medium. The good news for us is that Chuck realizes that we have pushed in onto the enemy team over there, and some of those guys are going to be peeling back. I don't expect all of them to be pushing in here. The Artie gets a little chunk of me. I'll go around the corner. That makes me want to just push in and not get Artie. I'm also worried about the mediums coming in, so we'll go ahead and hit this guy. We'll zing right by. He's worried about the 4005. 4005 gets absolutely hammered. Oh, geez, people are shooting at me. Killed at the 4005. Both myself and the 100 LT managed to drive up on rocks. It goes better for me than for him. And Chuck takes down a 100 LT. Guys shooting at us. They know I'm hiding back here. We have the push into the cap. And I'm not really feeling too strong about this. I don't know why I went out there. I guess Chuck knew I was going to be missed. That's my fault. Sorry, guys. That's not on Chuck. It was just bad gunnery. Every once in a while, he lets me shoot. Kron's headed back. We got guys pushing the cap, and this is looking ugly because I'm figuring the guys in the cap are about to get folded back on. I really need to do something different. I'm looking at the bridge thinking, ah, geez, these guys are going to come across. But probably not. They're actually probably going back. So let's see if we can clear some of these dudes out. The Kron is pushing through the middle. He got hit. Looks like maybe by the Leopard who was camping on the back. I'd love to get this Leopard out, but pretty soon I'm just going to kind of ignore him. Both him and the STB, if they're still here, or sorry, the Progetto and the STB, if they're still over here, the Leopard's going to have to deal with that. And he does a nice job. He actually puts a thump on the guy. The 4005 dies, and our guys are pushing out, trying to screen the cap. Not a great idea at tier 10, but I'll just come around this corner and see what we can find. And boy, howdy, do I find it. There's one of the Artie. That's fun. Kill him. I backed up reflexively thinking, I wonder if the other Artie's going to hit me, but the other Artie is still alive, so he's been flushed out of the corner there. My guess is that he's somewhere on the road, but I was also worried about the TDs. And then once I got seen, maybe I get attacked by the mediums, but the mediums are sort of being held by the Leopard, so this is looking good. Maybe I can sneak up behind the TDs. Look at that. I don't know, folks. What they did is they went off this bridge. You can actually go down right over here. You can come off. So they came off the bridge and went all the way around, which blew my mind. Good on them, actually. Tier 10, you get players that actually have a brain. Thank goodness that dude missed, right? This is going to cost me like 15 seconds futzing around with this guy. I wish they already would have killed him, to be quite honest, because now I've got to worry about... Also, I'm using my gold on him, which is not fantastic. Got to worry about one of the mediums reacting to me, which they do not, because they're kind of fighting these two guys. And I have to wait for the reload to get rid of that guy. So I'm going to come in here, and I got two dudes that are both going to probably take 2 hits to kill. The 111 lives, which was really helpful, and he can take a hit. This dude sees me coming, so I'll put a thump on him. I'm going to eat another shot, see if I can go after this guy. Nope, maybe this guy. What I'm hoping now is that the 111 can kill the STB, and I can kill the Leopard 1. So I don't want us both shooting at the same guy. This is going to be really close. Oh, got him. But I'm not going to survive the Progetto who shows up. But that's okay, because he gets killed by the Leopard right after. And touchdown, the first Chuck, Operation Chuck game. Only a class 1. A little disappointed. Actually, I thought I might get a class 2 out of it. It was about 1,100 on the experience right there. But people are actually doing well in this tank. I've got 4 kills out of this thing, 3,292, 2,440. Maybe later on we'll get into talking about how people were so wrong about this tank, and it's actually pretty darn good. Go ahead, send me the hate down in the comments. I don't care. Chuck doesn't care. All right, Chuck is not listening to you. I got 2 books out of this for some mission, which I dutifully chucked right onto Chuck. I chucked it onto Chuck. So every crew book I get that I can is going to be put on Chuck for Operation Chuck. We'll see how far we can get him. But 150,000 gold, 80 million credits, and now an extra 2 books chucked on top of Chuck. I thought the inaugural voyage of the Chuckacore was fantastic. I really enjoyed that game. It was good. I'm glad it wasn't a zero damage game because then I wouldn't be able to show you. But no kidding, it was the game after I finished that video. That's all I've got today, guys. Take care. See ya.